All right, here we are. Okay, so I do have uh I have brand new slides tonight, which I think most of you know that. So bear with me as I navigate. I did rehearse and everything, and it is a class that I've been teaching for about 2 years now, and it's one of my favorites, probably because it was the first one I ever taught. But it's a really cool class. I still learn something every time I hear it or every time I go through the information. I hope you enjoy it. It is a relaxed environment. So if you have questions along the way, use the chat feature. We have advocates on here that can answer questions, or you can unmute and ask a question. If you want it to wait till the end, then just write it down so you remember, and we'll get as many answers as we can. And if we don't know the answer, we will go find it. So let me get my screen shared here. Oh, don't want my notes. Maybe it's this one. Give it a second. It will be all clear. Okay, so for those of you that don't know me, my name is Wendy, and I am a wellness advocate with doTERRA. I absolutely love this company, everything that it stands for. I love the product. We talk about sometimes being a product of the product. That's what I feel me and my family are. We use doTERRA every day for everything, you name it. I've been using essential oils for about 4 years now. And prior to that, I was on about 14 medications. And when my friend said, hey, try this essential oil for your anxiety, I kind of laughed. And I was like, that's not going to help me. And she's like, just try it. It's a free sample. What's the worst that can happen? I'm like, okay, whatever. I found more relief in that one vial. Let me see if I thought I had a little vial here to show you the size of the impact. Nope, I don't. If you've ever had a sample before, the vial is like this big, quarter gram. I had more relief in that quarter gram than I had done in the years of being on anti-anxiety medication. So I was like, okay, what else you got? I want to hear more. So then I had a one-on-one intro class, which is what we're teaching now. So maybe that's why it's my favorite class too, because that was my first introduction. So my goal tonight is to help you understand the power of essential oils and how they can support you and your family's health. So you'll basically leave this class knowing 3 cool things about essential oils and 3 ways to use them. Some of you might recognize this picture. So for those of you, though, that are new, this is the doTERRA Wellness Pyramid. It was created with foundational health principles that build atop of each other in mind. So think of your health as like stacking blocks. I actually think of it like a Jenga tower, right? If you start removing those bottom logs, it topples over. Just a second here. Can we mute the feedback? We try and get a clean recording. Okay, there you go. So if you remove the foundation, it basically all topples. It falls apart, right? So we've got nutrition, digestion, movement, and metabolism all impact all of the aspects of our overall health and well-being. Nutrition, you see that very first foundational block. Every system in your body requires adequate nourishment to function, which is why it's important to eat a diet that's rich in proteins, vitamins, and minerals. Digestion, so our gut health impacts nutrient absorption, which we just talked about that, as well as our immune and mental health. Movement, so we've got exercise, that supports your body in many ways, including a healthy immune system. Our metabolism. So our metabolism is our body's way of regulating and managing energy. Sleep. We know how important sleep is for our bodies to function. Adequate sleep impacts our health in so many ways, including hormonal and metabolic wellness. Stress. That's a big thing, right? Everyone you talk to, everybody has stress. So stress management is key and super important in short and long-term health and quality of life. And then what we're exposed to, studies have previously shown environmental exposure to pollutants can affect almost every bodily system. Now, feel free to take screenshots of any of the slides, okay? So if it's something that you want to come back to and reference later, you're welcome to do so. So doTERRA is all about proactive, natural ways of addressing root concerns. Temporary or superficial solutions aren't enough. And something I've always said that doTERRA is not surface relief, it's foundational health. It's going to get to the root. And we're going to talk about our cells here as well in a little bit, so to help you understand what we mean by the root of the issues. The lifestyle choices that you make each day, or that I make each day, are the foundation of your wellness. Your body is generally a reflection of your lifestyle. I think there's a TV show come on recently that says you are what you eat, right? Or we've heard that expression before. doTERRA has created an easy to follow wellness path with amazing products to support you at any point in that journey. And I'm here today to help you, guide you on your way. And of course, your supporting advocate too, who invited you to tonight's class. So first, we're going to learn 3 cool things about essential oils. So if you leave the class tonight remembering 3 cool things about essential oils, then I feel like I did my job. The first cool thing about doTERRA essential oils is that they are natural and safe. They're pure products extracted straight from Mother Nature, nothing added or taken away, meaning that you can confidently and properly use them with the whole family, accessing amazing benefits. So basically, if you can eat the plant, you can eat the whole oil when it comes to doTERRA. A pure essential oil is the most concentrated and powerful form of its plant. You can experience just how powerful one of the most popular doTERRA essential oils is now. If you do not have peppermint on hand, then that's okay. Whoever invited you to the class can provide you a sample and you can do this experience later. But if you want to grab your doTERRA peppermint, we're going to experience it right now. So I just want you to drop some in your palm. And if you have one of those little drams, just tap the bottom and it'll drop out in the palm of your hand. And then take your thumb or your finger and just dab it in there and then push and hold to the roof of your mouth. And you're going to do that for about 30 seconds. Now, this is what you would do if you had any kind of head tension, that peppermint to the roof of your mouth. Now, rub your palms together. And I actually cannot see you guys right now because I'm sharing my screen. So if any of you guys are doing this and you want to unmute your mic and tell everybody how it's feeling right now, go ahead and share. So you can, if you're having respiratory issues, or maybe you just need to wake up, maybe you're not a morning person. I'm not a morning person. And then cup over your nose and mouth, close your eyes because it's super strong. And then take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Probably feel your airways opening up, right? And then if you're feeling kind of hot, maybe you're having a hot flash, or maybe you're, I don't think many of us are in any place that's hot right now, actually outside. But you can put it on the back of your neck. Maybe you have some tension in the back of your neck. It's going to relieve that because peppermint is really good for discomfort too. So, anybody want to share how the peppermint is making them feel? It's okay, don't be shy.
I was gonna say, I love it every time I do it. The way it just opens up like just my airways and just like it feels fresh and clean even.
Yeah, absolutely. Now it's super strong and potent, as you can tell. So because our oils are so powerful, if you accidentally, so sometimes when I say like rub your palms together, sometimes I've done like on my hands and then I've touched my eye because I forgot. So if you accidentally touch a sensitive part of your body like your eye, it's not going to feel good. Should that happen, grab your carrier oil. So grab your fractionated coconut oil. You could even use olive oil if you want to, whatever you get to first, because it's going to be super painful. And you could even use milk, and then you just dab it around the area, and then the sting is going to come out immediately. I love that doTERRA holds their essential oils to a CPTG, which stands for Certified Pure Tested Grade. This means that the products are completely pure and potent. Pure means that there is no foreign contaminants or fillers. Potent means that each plant is harvested from where it grows best, resulting in the best internal chemistry. With an ideal chemistry, the extracted essential oil does exactly what we want it to do. So, first cool thing about essential oils is that they are safe. Okay, that was my next slide. Okay, sorry, this is me getting used to it. All right, so one of my favorite things about this class in the new slides is we're going to talk about where these oils are coming from and their impact. So peppermint, like we've just experienced, is sourced from the Pacific Northwest in the USA and also Northern India. Why is it sourced there? We talk about plant chemistry, right? So the different climates and soil types impact a peppermint plant's chemical profile. The Pacific Northwest and Northern India both have ideal climates for growing peppermint because of consistently high rainfall. Rain contributes to a high menthol content, which gives peppermint its minty aroma and flavor. A cool impact fact. The distillation units near India, near the Indian peppermint fields, use the leftover plant materials after processing the essential oil to fuel their distillation boilers. This recycling reduces waste and provides free, accessible fuel to local farmers. In the US, leftover plant materials are used as mulch to help keep the soil healthy. Second cool thing about our essential oils, they are effective. So I shared my experience in the beginning, right? How much relief I found from just a few drops of lavender the very first time I sampled. So effective. Now, if there's any medical professionals on this class, then I'm going to apologize in advance because what I'm going to explain right now, science was never my big subject at school. I didn't do very well. So this is going to be very elementary, but it's so that the rest of us who are not medical professionals actually can follow along. So we know that our body's made up of tiny little cells, and they all have an oily cell membrane. So say my fist right here is a cell in my body. There's an oily cell membrane around that cell. The cell membrane protects the cell, keeping all the good things in and all the bad things out. Environmental threats can affect the cells from the outside and the inside. Essential oils can work with your body on a cellular level. So if you're taking medications that have like a synthetic ingredient, so synthetic is water-based, water and oil don't mix. So when they're trying to get to the cell, to get to the inside, maybe the virus that it's trying to fight, it can't get in there. But this is where essential oils are highly effective, because oil in oil, it penetrates that cell and it gets to work on from the inside out. Keep doing that. Sorry, guys. We're not ready for that slide. Okay, I want to go back here because I wanted to talk about On Guard, which is on our slide right here. On Guard is our protective blend, and this is so effective. I clean my entire house with On Guard. In fact, we have a whole line of On Guard products: laundry soap, cleaner concentrate, toothpaste, mouthwash, you name it. If you want to get rid of all the cooties, On Guard is going to be your cleaner. How many cleaners can you go clean your toilet with, and then you can go drink it in some tea? Right? There's no cleaners you can do that with. You can do that with On Guard because it's safe. So you can go clean your bathrooms with it, and then if you're feeling run down, maybe you can put some in tea with honey and lemon, and it's going to help boost your immune system and start helping you feel better. Maybe help with a scratchy throat. It is so effective. I like to diffuse it too, so we got that really good atmosphere in the house where it's killing all the germs and it smells really good. All right, let's talk about another oil. Wild orange is sourced from Greece and Brazil. Why is it sourced there? The small-scale orange growers doTERRA works with in Greece have been producing citrus oils for nearly 150 years, often as multi-generational family businesses. doTERRA sources oranges from Greece and Brazil because they have the ideal climate and grow conditions, and basically produce the best citrus oils in the world. Cool fact, this is an impact fact, orange oil is often produced as a byproduct of the juice industry. The meat of the fruit is pressed for orange juice, with the rind being cold pressed to produce wild orange essential oil. And if you've ever smelled wild orange, it smells like sunshine in a bottle. It smells amazing. The third cool thing about essential oils is that they affordably complement traditional health solutions. So how many of you have visited the doctor only to discover that you have a minor temporary issue that could have been resolved at home? Essential oils are affordable solutions for everyday challenges. So when people in my family need extra support, we look to doTERRA. So if you take the top 10 oils, for example, those top 10 oils will take care of about 80% of our family's needs. And I get so excited, especially, when the kids, something comes up, maybe they have a headache or there's something, some sort of discomfort. The first thing they ask for is, okay, which doTERRA product? And sometimes they already know and they go get it. They're not asking for any over-the-counter things or anything else. And usually 9 times out of 10, we're able to take care of these issues at home. So when you have a bottle like the size you see in the picture, that's a 15 ml bottle. There's 250 drops of oil in that. So essentially 250 applications. So a little is going to go a long way. You're looking at pennies on the dose. When we talk about being affordable, if we don't have these solutions at home, then we're taking off work, we're putting gas in the car, we're going to pay a copay, possibly pay for a prescription that you hope is going to work, so on and so forth. Those expenses mount up. When if you've been able to take care of it at home, but by pennies, and you still have the bottle left, you're not throwing anything away, it's going to be there for the next time you need it for something. That's why we can say that these oils are affordable. So here, lavender, very close to my heart. Like I said, the very first thing that I sampled, more relief in this sample than I had on any of the medication that I was taking for that particular reason. Absolutely amazing. And of course, we can diffuse it. We know lavender is super calming and relaxing. But did you know that it was also good for soothing cuts and scrapes and burns and bug bites? And it's called the Swiss Army of knife. Swiss Army knife. You know what I'm trying to say. Swiss. It's a Swiss Army knife. Oh, help me out, guys. It's versatile. It does lots of things, okay? All right, here we go. Let's talk about lavender and how and where it's sourced. So lavender is sourced from Bulgaria. Why? Lavender essential oil production has created hundreds of jobs in Bulgaria. And I don't know if you noticed the common thread through this, at no point have I said doTERRA farms. We are dealing directly with these private farmers and just dealing directly with them. So this was built and managed by Bulgarians, and the doTERRA-owned estuary distillery has provided significant economic revitalization to that region where we're harvesting from. Impact fact, lavender farmers can distill their flowers into essential oil at the location, at estuary, but they aren't required to sell the finished product to doTERRA. However, because doTERRA offers fair, transparent prices, farmers often earn more money selling to doTERRA than they would from brokers. Okay, so we did 3 cool things: safe, effective, and affordable. Before we go on to 3 ways to use, is there any questions yet? Remember, I can't see you guys. Okay, I'll take that as a no. Let's talk about 3 ways to use. So the first way is aromatically. So if everyone can take your fingers and pinch the bridge of your nose right here. Under your fingers is what's called the olfactory nerve. This nerve sends messages to your brain's limbic system, which in turn sends messages to your entire body. There are a few ways to use an essential oil aromatically. You can breathe it in from your hands, like we did the peppermint earlier. Use it in a diffuser. That's what I'm doing right here. Yes, my room is not on fire. It is, it's my diffuser going. Actually, I like to use my hair as a diffuser, so I might put a little bit of oil on the ends of my hair so that when I'm walking or moving around, I can smell the oil. So we're going to do this with wild orange. Okay, so that's what we talked about earlier. Wild orange is like sunshine in a bottle. Dr. Hill, who's one of the co-founders of doTERRA, says you can never be mad when you smell wild orange. And then whip your hands together and then cup over your nose and mouth and take a deep breath in. It smells so good. It's super calming. I love the emotional support of all citrus oils, and wild orange is probably my favorite. If you're feeling really low, wild orange is going to bring you up. If you're like really hyper and you need to kind of mellow out a little bit, wild orange is going to bring you back to that, to a level playing field, so to speak. And it smells so good. So the aromatic compounds making up the essential oil are found in the fruit's peel, which doTERRA cold presses to extract the aroma. So you may have experienced a similar aroma if you've ever rubbed a fruit peel against your skin. And it does, as soon as I smell that, it just smells like I've just peeled a whole bunch of oranges. So not only does it smell phenomenal, but wild orange essential oil also has natural chemical compounds that create an energizing, uplifting feeling. And then before I move on to the next slide, I just want to talk about breathe, really quickly, which is shown on this slide here. So this is our respiratory blend. This maintains feelings of clear airways and helps with seasonal threats. So around this time of year, this is probably the most popular oil blend that's used. In our house, what I do is I dab a little bit on my nostrils here before I go to sleep, and it reduces my snoring. So if you have a snorer, breathe is going to be the oil. I haven't had any complaints recently, so it must be working. Now, if you have little ones, it's a little strong. So what you can do is you can put it down their spine and on the bottoms of their feet, and that's going to help them help with those seasonal threats and help their respiratory system. Let's talk about the sourcing of tea tree. So tea tree is sourced from Kenya and Australia. Why? Tea tree is evergreen and shrub-like. It has traditionally been used for health purposes by First Nation Australians, and at the beginning of World War II, most members of the Australian Army carried a small bottle of tea tree essential oil with them. By also sourcing some of our tea tree from Kenya, we support small-scale farmers in rural areas of the country. Impact fact is no part of the tree is wasted in the process of producing tea tree essential oil. In both Australia and Kenya, the steamed tea tree biomass, so basically the tea tree plant material that's left over after it's been distilled, is applied back to the fields to prevent weed growth and deliver important nutrients to the soil. All right. So the second way to use essential oils is topically, meaning that you can apply them directly to your skin. When using essential oils, less is more. Remember that what we discussed earlier about essential oils being potent, it really doesn't take much to make an impact topically. Just a couple of drops, or maybe not even a couple of drops, maybe just one drop to be effective. When using an essential oil with children and those that have sensitive skin, you want to dilute with fractionated coconut oil. Fractionated coconut oil, if you're not sure what that is, that's basically the coconut oil where the fat has been extracted, so it stays in a liquid state all the time. Diluting it doesn't lessen the effectiveness. It allows the essential oil to spread over a large area and last longer. It actually makes the oils more effective. Applying essential oils to the bottoms of their feet is a great starting point. The skin there isn't that sensitive, and essential oils will absorb quickly. So different ways for topical application, I mentioned with lavender, so it was like burns, maybe bug bites. Even if you're having digestive issues, you can apply our Digest Zen oil topically on your abdomen, and that is going to help. Even drop in your belly button. If anybody has any other topical applications that they want to share an experience, go ahead and share it with everybody so that we can all learn together. No personal experiences?
I'll share.
Go ahead.
Deep blue. We use a lot of deep blue in our house just for like muscle pain. Yesterday, Lane, I don't know, he just moved funny and all of a sudden his lower back was bothering him. So of course we got the deep blue out, and we like to layer the deep blue stick and then the deep blue oil over top of it just for extra support. So those are must-haves in our house.
Yeah, I like that. That's awesome. And then we see.
Hey, Wendy.
Yes, go ahead.
Hey, I was going to share real quick.
Sure.
I also like to use the adaptive oil because I have anxiety issues and it kind of helps calm me down. So I like using that during the daytime. And also the Serenity oil, I like rubbing that on at night before I go to bed to kind of help me relax and go to bed too. So those are two really good ones too.
Those are good. And do you apply like to pulse points or bottoms of your feet or diffuse or all of the above?
All the above. So I do the On Guard oil underneath my feet, and I do the Serenity on my pulse point, so like behind my ears and on my wrist. and sometimes right in the center of my calves, down by my ankles, rather in that pulse point. I use it there too.
Yeah,
So I use the pulse points and under my feet.
awesome. And well, and another cool fact, if you didn't know this already, about putting oils on the bottom of your feet, your bottoms of your feet are the most porous part of your body. So that's when it talks about quick absorption. So it's absorbed into your feet within about 30 seconds of application. And then within 20 minutes, your entire body, so all your cells in your body are feeling the effect of that application on the bottoms of your feet. And plus, if there's an oil that you've got to use because you know that it's going to help you, like oregano, for example, I do not like the smell of oregano. But if it's on the bottoms of my feet and then I put socks on, then I know it's going to benefit me if I'm feeling run down, but then it's the furthest away from my nose. So yeah, it's anything that you can do honest to get that benefit. So we're going to talk a little bit about wintergreen and where it's sourced. So wintergreen is sourced from the Himalayan foothills of Nepal. How cool is that? And it comes to us and we've got it. I just love it. I get so excited talking about this. Why are we sourcing from there, right? Together with doTERRA's partners in Nepal, we actively facilitated supply chain improvement and sustainability programs for wintergreen. We've worked with our partners to develop manuals on proper collection, manufacturing, and testing practices, and implement related trainings for harvesters and distillers. So we're helping train the farmers too. We also installed more distillation units in several communities, removing travel barriers and helping more people participate in the industry. Our initiatives optimize essential oil yields to make the best use of this beautiful resource and increase income for harvesters. What you notice when we talk about sourcing and impact, doTERRA is really not just benefiting the company and then us, the consumer. They are benefiting these farmers and their families and the communities. It's just a huge impact, both sides of the bottle. An impact fact for you, wintergreen essential oil is steam distilled from the leaves of the wintergreen plant, which grows between 3 to 9 feet high. The leaves are hand collected by harvesters, primarily women, who transport the wintergreen leaves you see in this picture right here, in large baskets held in place on their backs by a strap around the forehead. One basket of wintergreen leaves can weigh up to 110 pounds. I am not complaining about picking up a 10-pound bag of potatoes anymore. Well, I probably will, but not today, because this is, it's leaving an impression on me. All right, third way to use is internally. So some doTERRA essential oils are not safe to use internally. Excuse me. Let me backtrack. Can you erase that? Not only safe to use internally, proper grammar is really important. They are recommended. The CPTG standard, certified, pure, tested grade, means the oils are pure and they are the most tested oils. Some doTERRA oils are also completely safe to ingest, unlike most of the brands. That's what I was meant to say. You can put them in your mouth, you can drink them in your water. If you don't like the taste, you can put them in a little veggie cap. It's like concocting your own little natural solution in a little veggie cap. You guys are so patient. Okay, where was I at here? Okay, so the basic rule of thumb is if you can eat the plant, you can eat the oil. So remember, doTERRA essential oils are not fragrance, they are food. Okay, and doTERRA has made it super easy for us. So if you get your peppermint bottle, because obviously we know that we can eat that, or if it's wild orange, On the side of the bottle, it will say supplemental fats. So anything that says supplemental fats, we can ingest that oil. If it doesn't, it just means doesn't mean that it's toxic. It just means that it's a plant that we wouldn't ordinarily eat. Now, if you pick up the bottle and you forget and you ingest it, you are not calling poison control. Don't worry about it. Drink a glass of water. It might not taste very good or something like that, but there's nothing to be concerned about. So different ways, different reasons that we would use oils internally. So it could be digestive related. So maybe we take some peppermint or digest Zen internally because our stomach's upset. Maybe we ate too much and we're feeling a little bloated. Maybe we're using oils on the roof of our mouth for headache or migraine or something like that. Or we're making up a solution for seasonal threats. There is such a variety of ways to use oils internally, and highly, highly recommended. You see a couple of examples here. Lemon is so cleansing and it smells so refreshing. So you can diffuse lemon, you can take it internally, maybe have it in your ice water. It tastes really good. You can cook with it, maybe make some lemon cookies or something like that. And then frankincense. Frankincense is the king of oils. If in doubt, pull frank out. So when you're just learning essential oils and you're not sure what does what, and you have some frankincense, he's basically going to take care of it. A little bit on how frankincense is sourced. It is sourced in Oman, Ethiopia, and the Horn of Africa. Why is it sourced there? We source from multiple locations to ensure we're harvesting resin where each Boswellia species grows best, reducing environmental pressure on any single species. Our frankincense essential oil is a proprietary blend of 4 species of frankincense. So making sure that it is the highest quality and the most effective. The impact from doing this, so the doTERRA Healing Hands Foundation, which is doTERRA's charitable organization, donated more than $4 million to establish the Sanag Specialty Hospital, which is what you see in the background of this picture. So this is a nonprofit regional hospital located in the Horn of Africa. Responds to the critical healthcare needs in Sanag, home of Somaliland's primary frankincense harvesting. The hospital opened in May 2021. It includes a 45-bed facility and hosts accident and emergency, outpatient, diagnostics, maternity, and pediatric departments. The Sanag Specialty Hospital aims to be a model referral hospital by providing the highest quality care of the most remote, undeserved populations. Improved access to life-saving services impacts tens of thousands of people living and working in the heart of the resin harvesting area in the Horn of Africa. So that's quite the impact. I hear a lot of people say, oh, yeah, essential oils are good, but not for pets. Well, did you know that we can use them on and around our pets? There is caution and safety to take, and that's a whole class in itself. But because there is such attention to purity of our essential oils, then everybody in the house is going to benefit, including our fur babies. So remember, your environment is also your pet's environment. Many common household cleaners are filled with synthetic chemicals and toxins. What you use to clean the floor is what your furry friend walks on, naps on, plays on, might lick, right? So it makes you think about what you are cleaning your house with. You may be surprised to discover many fragrant products, from candles and air fresheners to perfumes, are filled with artificial chemicals and toxins. You breathe it in, and so does your pet. Reducing the toxic load of your home benefits the whole family, including our pets. While it may be overwhelming to think about every product that may increase toxic load, ensuring your space It's greener and cleaner doesn't have to be daunting. Basically, you have us to guide you. You're not going to be left alone. And I think what's a good idea is to take one piece at a time. So if you wanted to start with household cleaning products, you could do that first, and then move on to body care, then move on to something else, or just start diffusing and get rid of the air fresheners and candles, things like that. So there's different switches you can do. Stay tuned, because I will tell you we have a class coming up here soon about non-toxic living. I don't know. There's a lot of people in my house on the internet right now. So it's running really slow. Okay. It's important to discuss essential oil purity. And essential oil's purity is its most important characteristic. Purity affects safety, effectiveness, and potency. Unfortunately, the essential oil industry is littered with adulteration and contamination undetected. This is why this regulation exists. Pure essential oils are costly to produce, and unscrupulous suppliers and brokers may try to lower production costs by adding other substances and adulterating the final product. A company might not even know the essential oil they sell are adulterated. They buy from a broker they trust, not realizing they're being duped because they don't have the resources or expertise to test for the most sophisticated kinds of adulteration. And then they advertise that their products are pure, when this simply isn't the case. However, you can be confident with doTERRA. Every batch of doTERRA essential oil undergoes rigorous third-party and internal testing to ensure that your products are free of adulteration. From the source to you, doTERRA essential oils are certified pure, which means that you can have peace of mind when you choose to bring them into your home and routines. All right, I'm just gonna play this real quick, just so you can see some of the sourcing in action.
You think about the rich history that exists here in Bulgaria as far as aromatic plants are concerned, but it's also very sad to see how that history has changed, how these aromatic plants have stopped being grown.
A farmer can make, 5 to 7 times more through producing lavender with a good distiller than they will producing corn or wheat. So we're able to provide better jobs for the farmers here. There's hundreds of farmers' lives are going to be impacted in years to come through our distillery and these beautiful lavender fields that are going to be more plentiful than ever in the years to come.
We are here to cooperate with our partners, with the people from the area, and we are here to make their life better and our life better.
I love that. It it makes my heart happy every time I see that. And I think almost every single oil has a behind the bottle video to go along with it. So you can always go onto YouTube and type in behind the bottle and you'll see a lot of them there. Really awesome. So finally, we come to doTERRA Wellness Advocates. So that's me. There's quite a few of you on this call tonight. Those of us who share, we teach, and we sell doTERRA essential oils. doTERRA was extremely deliberate, let's put it that way, when choosing a direct selling model. Essential oils are incredibly experiential, and most people find that there's a learning curve when they're first starting. So having someone personally introduce you to and teach you how to use your essential oils is invaluable. You could say it's essential. So your wellness advocates are going to provide a robust, supportive customer service experience that's also warm and welcoming. We're real people like you. We're using the products as well. We're not saying, here, try this, and we're not using it ourselves. There's just so much to it, and it's my favorite thing to do. I always tell people if I could give it all away just to help you out, I would. But my favorite part is helping you use it. So when you decide to bring it into your home, the education is super important. So, because how many times have we brought something home and we've not known how to use it, and then it just goes in a closet somewhere? So it's our job. You're never bothering us. Ask us questions. That's what we're here for, and we're excited to help you. And if we don't know the answer, we will go find it. So what's next? Okay, so we've learned 3 cool things: safe, effective, affordable, 3 ways to use, aromatic, internal, and topical. Now what? You need them in your home, right? So all the ways to save. So we're all about bundling and saving. So with your doTERRA membership, you basically for a whole year, you have a wholesale membership, and you get to buy oils and related products for 25% less than retail, which is a huge discount. What we do also is an advocate. Not only are we helping you show how you can bundle and save, all the other benefits that come along with it. So there's no requirement to have a month-to-month order coming out, like auto ship, as some might say, but the option is there. And the benefits are amazing being a loyalty rewards member. So you can earn points every month when you make your monthly purchase. And then those points you can use to get free product. You could also get, there's orders that qualify for free shipping. You get a free product of the month on qualifying orders. There's lots of free stuff and perks. And it's just, I get excited every month when I'm getting my order. And actually my order every month is made up of not usually oils. It's usually supplements and my shampoo and conditioner and soap and toothpaste and mouthwash and all these things. So you'll always find something that you would be able to stock up on every month. So where do you start? I know it shows the Pebble diffuser here, but this month is super exciting. So if you want to get started, I would choose this month, because it's not a Pebble, but you're going to get a Pebble diffuser, which is like so exciting. I love this little guy. He's not charged up right now. So I might demonstrate.
Wonderful land where animals talk.
Thank you. So this is motion activated. So I like this actually in the bathroom. So it's not a diffuser that's going constantly. But when you go past it and it's motion activated, it's going to shoot a nice aroma in the bathroom. So this guy comes free with a qualifying enrollment order. And then getting the best out of your order is what I mentioned is being a loyalty rewards member and earning those points. You start out earning 10% back, not hardly any companies are going to give you 10%. And then the longer you have your account, it goes all the way up to 30% back. And those points rack up. Last month, I was able to put about $150 worth of product for free in my cart just using points. Free stuff. Even if it's $10, it's free. Who doesn't want free stuff, right? So generally speaking, we have 3 types of people that come to this class. So we're all customers, right? And then maybe you've been sitting there and you've been thinking, oh, my coworker always talks about like her knees, or my neighbor needs this, or my mom, or my cousin, or aunt. You've been thinking about somebody that could benefit from these amazing solutions. So then you would be a sharer. How about getting paid to be a sharer? So everybody has a link assigned to their account where you can share this link, and your aunt, say for example, can click your link and make a purchase. You will get 20% in store credit from her purchase. And every little helps. And on that credit, it'll pay for product, it could pay for shipping, tax, it could even pay for your annual renewal fee. So that's really exciting. Then you could be a builder. You know, maybe you want to start earning enough that's going to pay for your product every month. That's where I started. I was like, I want to make enough to pay for my monthly order. And then before you know it, you're teaching classes and you have a team and you're sharing with people. You're doing farmers markets or in-person classes, spa nights, you name it. You want to tell everybody because you're having an amazing experience. If that's you, get with who invited you tonight, and we can help you get started. We have all of the support and the tools to give you what you need to be successful, either as a customer or as an advocate or as an affiliate. Either way, we have what you need to be successful. So when's our next class, right? Knowledge is power. So we have these continuing education classes every Sunday evening. It's 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. Our next class next Sunday is Skin and Hair, taught by our very own Holly, and I'm so excited. And because Holly is our girl for this subject, and it's going to be awesome. So next Sunday is Skin and Hair, and then the Sunday after that is going to be our Terry on non-toxic living, and she's our girl for that too. So I cannot wait. We're going to tell you all our tips and tricks, and hopefully you can join, and then also invite as well. Whoever you want to invite. It's a Zoom room, so let's just fill the room. And again, you are not left hanging. You have so much support. There is podcasts and there's online training. Even if you're a customer, there's online training to help you use the products. And of course, you've got us, the advocates, these classes that we have regularly. You will not be left wondering what to do with these products. You are never alone on this journey. So that being said, I feel like did I talk too much? That's it. Do you guys have any questions?
Good job, Wendy.
You guys are so sweet. I should
Yeah,
check.
great job, Wendy.
Thank you. I didn't see if there was anything in the chat. I'm gonna stop